For this project, you're going to want to run over to your local dollar store and grab some glass gems. Next, find a piece of board, maybe a 1/4 inch thick. What we're going to do is mark the center, put a nail in and use a string to get that perfect circle. Then we're going to cut it out. Next, we got to put the mirror on the board. I went ahead and used some all-purpose glue. I painted the board a little bit of a white wash on the back. Next, you're going to take those glass gems, there's always a flat side, using the same all-purpose glue and a popsicle stick, and you're just going to put a little bit of glue on the back. First thing I like to do is circle the mirror. Not all these glass gems are the same size, so they're going to look a little random. Go ahead and circle the whole board with your gems, and after you're done, it's time for the grout. I went ahead and got some powder grout instead of the pre-mixed. Once you get it mixed pretty good, add your choice of paint color. I went with the turquoise on this and mix it well. Once it's all mixed, it's time to add the grout. It's fill in all those grooves. I wore some gloves just because grout can dry your hands out. I did put some tape down on the mirror just to make cleanup a lot easier. Once you got it down, grab your sponge, squeeze it out, not too damp, and you're just gonna start wiping the top. As you can see, it comes right off. Now we're gonna add our hook or rope to the back, and there it is. It's a perfect addition to my daughter's bathroom. Just a fun look.
So I've already preheated the oven to 350, and we're gonna go ahead and bake these for about 20 minutes. Go ahead and fill up a pan or a bowl with ice and water. You need enough to cover all of your glass pieces. And on this stuff, please make sure you wear safety glasses. So we're gonna go ahead and dump these in here, and you can hear it. They pretty much immediately just fracture. And they're now ready to use. First, I'm going to start by placing my glass pieces where I want them. I'm using Mixed Media Girl Artist Resin, and I actually want to pour this over my stones here. I think it will go well and add just a bit of extra sparkle in there. I'm going to start off with white paste. Resin is self-leveling, so I'm going to go ahead and set it down here, and then I'm going to spread it out a bit with my finger. I'm going to get in here with the white metallic. That's the one that's mixed with the diamond dust. Spread it around a little bit. Now let's get in here with the pearl. So I'm going to finish this outside part here with a little more of just that flat white. So I'm going to take some of this gold and I'm going to use my stick and I'm going to make these thinner lines through some of these parts. The last thing we need to do is take a torch and get rid of the air bubbles. Then we're going to leave this cure and I'll be right back. So it's got this brown paper on the back. Once you get a grip on it, you just go ahead and pull it all off. Okay, we've got the back all cleaned up. It looks beautiful. I still like the front more, but if you wanted to, you could use the other side. Now, what do you do with this at this point? Normally, it's a wall art piece. You hang it up. It's gorgeous, but you could also make it into like a serving tray or maybe a display stand of some sort for, you know, cupcakes, jewelry, nail polish, really anything. So if you want to do that, you could just glue some legs onto the bottom and stand it up. Another thing that you can do is you can glue onto the bottom, and I'll usually actually use resin because it's pretty sturdy, but you could put some sawtooth hangers on the bottom here to hang it with. Or you just hang it through a nail on your wall, or you just set it up and display it, which is what I usually do. And there are actually display stands that you can use. All right, so here it is displayed just on a little table, and I think it is beautiful.
I saw these gems at the dollar store and knew exactly what I wanted to do with them. To start this project, I need to get the old window ready. Thankfully with this one, the glass is clipped in so I can easily remove it before painting the frame. Some white paint will do the trick to lighten up this dark frame. I'll probably need 2 coats to sufficiently cover the dark stain. Now that the paint is dry, I want to give the edges a little distressing and an aged feel. I've gone ahead and put the glass back into the frame, and it's time to start adding the clear gems. These glass pieces have a flat side as well as a rounded one. As I'm placing them down, I want to make sure and put the flat side up against the glass. Now that I have the first layer of clear gems down, I want to use these beautiful blue and purple ones to start making some flowers that'll work into my piece. With the flowers done, I can now start to fill in all of the space around them with the clear glass gems. With half of the gems in place, I want to start adhering them to the glass. I'm using a clear silicone adhesive to stick the gems in place. They just need a little dab on the back, and then the silicone will hold everything where I place it and dry clear so that it doesn't affect my final piece. I love how pretty this old window is now, and how amazing it looks both against a window and a wall.
Start by getting some marbles and some self-adhesive wall tiles from the dollar store. Remove tissues from a tissue box and cut an opening in the bottom of the box. Use some scrap cardboard to fit inside the box as reinforcement. And adhere inside all of the sides of the box, including under the top. Cut off the flap of the tissue box and paint all of the sides of the box in black. Then cut some sections of the self-adhesive tile to use later. Adhere marbles to the top of the box. Keep adding marbles until the top is covered and the top of the sides. Then paint all of the marbles with black paint. Cut and adhere the sections of the adhesive tile to the front of the box. Then make sure to adhere the tiles to the rest of the sides. Insert your tissues, and now you have a stylish and upgraded Kleenex box. I hope this inspires you to create your own to add to your decor.
Want to spruce up a plain old picture frame? Well then grab a few bags of colored gems from your local Dollar Tree. Then place a sheet of parchment paper onto a cookie sheet and pour out all the gems onto it. Make sure they are all in an even layer. Preheat your oven to 350 degrees and place the gems inside for about 20 minutes. After the 20 minutes are up, pour all the gems directly into the ice water bath. You will hear them start to crackle and break. Let them sit for 5 minutes and then drain the water out into the sink. Now grab your plain picture frame and start gluing your crackled gems onto it. I use B7000 glue for this because it allows for some wiggle room before completely drying, unlike hot glue. After placing all the gems around your frame, put in a favorite picture inside and enjoy.
Pick up these glass gems at Dollar Tree to make this craft. Grab a vase. I'm using just a clear, straight-sided vase that I had, but you could use any vase you already have. Now I'm going to use some hot glue and start gluing the gems around the vase. I'm spacing them evenly apart along the bottom, and now I'm just going to work my way up until the entire vase is covered with glass gems. The color of the gems does not matter because we're going to cover this with paint. I'm going to take this vase outside and spray it down with a black spray paint. I'm going to use a couple of coats to make sure the sides of all of the gems are covered. Now I have a really elegant looking vase that I can use for every season. I hope this inspired you to pick up some glass gems from Dollar Tree and make your own. Thanks for watching Home Talk. We'll see you next time.